college, have a career, get married, et cetera, et cetera. But is that all there is to life? Because, and I got very dramatic, I said, because if that's all there is, I'm not sure I want to live. And I really felt this way. I was only like 12 or 13 years old. As a matter of fact, we had just come back from the doctors because my mother had thought something must be wrong with this child. Okay. The doctor said nothing's wrong with her. And then we had this conversation in the car. And I saw her through the rear view mirror, through the mirror. She's driving. I'm sitting in the back. She, all of a sudden, she like clenched the steering wheel a little bit tighter. She looked at me in the mirror and she said, "Do you really mean this or are you just saying it to annoy me?" So I backed off. I said, "Yeah, Mom, I don't really mean it. I'm a student at NYU, which means I spent a lot of time in Washington Square Park. One day in Washington Square Park, a very handsome, older African American gentleman turned to me and said, 'Do you believe in God?' And this question was totally out of the blue. So I was like, I just looked at him, and I was like, well, I haven't thought about that for a really long time, like since I was 12 years old. So I have to think about it. But just him asking the question was really enough for me to start focusing more and really thinking about that question. So since I was in the park a lot, and since Mike, this African American man, was also in the park a lot, I had the opportunity to ask him lots of questions like, how do you know there's a God? And he answered as many of my questions as he could. One of the things he said was, well, the universe itself is an open book. This is God's creation, the whole entire